Can you guys hear now? I don't know if you guys... I know you can't see me right now, but that will... We're shifting things around here. We're shifting... Can you guys hear now? We're shifting things around, guys. We're shifting things around. You can see and hear now. I realized for the first couple minutes you couldn't see. Alright, I think it should be working. Hello? Is it working? Is it working, guys? Chat, is it working? Listen here. Yeah, can you guys hear? Can you guys see? The match is about to get underway in London, guys. Well, sorry about the technical difficulties. Yes, can you hear? Match is about to get underway in... Sorry about the technical difficulties. Can you see? Oh my god, is this thing working? Okay, so we're going to video capture now. We're going to put USB. Okay. There we go. Now you guys can see. There we go. We are officially ready. We're officially underway. The match is about to get underway. I am sorry about the technical difficulties. That's what comes of streaming, I guess. That's what comes with sports live streaming. You get technical difficulties 24/7. Carlos Alcaraz versus Munar. The coin toss choosing who's serving first in this match. And get ready to sit through an hour, hour and a half, 5 hours. We don't know how long we'll be here for. We could be here for 3 hours. We could be here for 2. We could be here for 1. Whatever it is, we are here. And we are here. Thank you for the vote. Oh, Carlos Alcaraz. Oh, good choice. Good choice. The #1 seed. Good choice. Yes, good choice. Good choice. Yes, good choice. On the men's side, yes, this is the second to last match on this court today. Round 2, round of 16, to book a spot in the quarterfinals. Carlos Alcaraz, hey, French Open champion. We can officially say French Open champion now that he's won the French Open. Now that he's won the French Open, and, you know, Carlos Alcaraz is a French Open champion. Oh, excuse me. Second to last match of the day. Of course, I will not be streaming the final match of the day between the Frenchman Arthur Rinkerneck and the American Riley Opelka. That you can watch on yourself. Munar, who is 28 years old, turned pro in 2014. He is currently, I don't know where he's ranked. He's currently 98 in the rankings, which he achieved April 21st. He did play at the French Open, making it to the second round, but losing to Arthur Fils in 5 sets, 6-3, 6-7, no, 7-6, 7-6, 2-6, 0-6, 6-4 in 5 sets. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. In this match, about to get underway, we have Alcaraz coming off a French Open win in 5 hours, a 5-hour French Open thriller in 5 sets, where Sinner was up at match point, but lost the set, ended up losing the set on match point. Lost the set, Alcaraz came back, won the set, and the rest is history. Alcaraz wins 4-6, 6-7, 6-4, 7-6, 7-6. 3 tiebreakers. 3 of the 5 sets went to tiebreakers. With Sinner having championship points in Roland Garros. That was the since that match in Roland Garros, Alcaraz has only played 1 match, and that was here in the Queen's Club in tennis at the HSBC Championship, sponsored by HSBC. Thank you for sponsoring this event at the Queen's Club in London, not where they host Wimbledon. Not where Wimbledon will be hosted. Not. Indeed. That was the longest Roland Garros final ever in the Open era. Second longest Open era major final since the 2012 Australian Open final. First major final settled by a match tiebreaker since the 2020 US Open final. One for the ages is what they say. That's a historic match. That match was historic. 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 We're about to get this one underway. The players are just warming up. Before we get underway today, Carlos Alcaraz versus Jaume Munar. We had 2 votes, 2 of them going the way of Carlos Alcaraz. 2 votes going the way of Carlos Alcaraz. Oh, excuse me. I've been feeling a bit under the weather recently, but you know, that hasn't stopped me from live streaming and bringing an amazing match to y'all, to you guys. It's a very good setup. So it looks like Munar to serve first in this match. Jaume Munar, both of them are from Spain. And the first one goes to Alcaraz, hits by Munar, hits it down the line. Alcaraz gets it, and it looks like a point for Alcaraz to start things off. Looks like a point for Alcaraz to start things off once things get on their way. A serve from Munar. Wait, 15. And won by Alcaraz, won by Munar, so it's 15 all. Yes, that is the score. So the points will be right there where it says points. That means the game points. The set means the score in the set, and the match means how many sets each player has won. Capiche? Capoche. Alcaraz gets it down the line, and it looks like it's out. And there goes a point for Munar, and it's 30-15. 30-15 Munar in this set. 30-15 Munar in this set. Munar to serve. He serves this one down to Alcaraz, who gets it in the net. Second serve for Munar. I have not done a tennis stream in a year now, so getting back in the swing of commentating some tennis. Back to Alcaraz, who gets it to Munar. and that one's out. It is 30 all. 30 all. 30 all, guys. 30 all. In this game. First game of the set. Yeah, I love the Queen's Club. It's a very interesting venue for some tennis. From Munar, gets it to Alcaraz. Down the line is Munar. Alcaraz gets it cross court to Alcaraz, who hits it back cross court. Munar cross court to Alcaraz, who gets that one. Alcaraz hits this one down the line. Munar gets it cross court. Alcaraz can't get there. And it is 40-30. 40-30 for Munar, in favor of Munar. 40-30, yeah, he hits it cross court. Munar hits it cross court. Alcaraz can't get there. And a point for Munar in this set. Cross court in the net. Second serve for Munar. Second serve for Munar. Yeah, the one thing Munar doesn't want is deuce early on in the first game. Gets this one. Alcaraz gets it in the net from Munar. It is 40. It is deuce. We are brought to deuce. Here, ladies and gentlemen, it is deuce. 40 all. That is deuce. Deuces. Deuces, as they say. Hits this one from Alcaraz. Alcaraz couldn't get it. It's advantage Munar. Advantage for Munar here in this first set. Yeah, if you guys want to watch some more live streams as Munar gets this one. Cross court from Munar to Alcaraz. Munar gets this one. Hits it cross court. Alcaraz there in the net. Point for Munar. And it is currently, and Munar takes the opening game of the set. Munar takes the lead in the first set. 1 game to love here in this one. Thank you guys for joining the stream. Be sure to like and subscribe. Trying to get to 50 subscribers by the end of 2025. So hopefully we could get our milestone. Hopefully. Hopefully it is Alcaraz to serve. Alcaraz starting his service game. Alcaraz about to start his service game. Oh, hi, Willie. In the net. Second serve. Hello, Lily. How are you today? That one is out. A point for Munar. Love 15. Wait, why did I put 10? No, it is not 10. It is 15. Silly me. Silly me. I'm doing well. I'm doing well, Willie. I'm doing well. That one is a point for Alcaraz. 15 all. I see that you have voted for Carlos Alcaraz to win. And I do agree that Carlos Alcaraz has the strength to win. I'd like to see him lose, you know. After that French Open. I know you were watching the French Open final. As most of us in the tennis world were. Alcaraz down the net. Second serve for Alcaraz. Lily, what do you think about the French Open? The Roland Garros. I guess the Americans only call it French Open. In the net from Alcaraz, that is 15-30. What do you think about the What do you think about the French Open final? Well, in the net, second serve for Alcaraz. Second serve for Alcaraz. Cross court, Munar hits it cross court, back to Alcaraz, who hits it cross court, Munar gets it, Alcaraz hits it, ooh, drop shot from Munar, and Alcaraz gets it back, who hits it cross court, 30 all, guys, 30 all, 30 all, what a point from Alcaraz, trying to get some points here. Alcaraz to serve. Alcaraz gets it cross court. That is ace. 40-30. 40-30. Don't mind why it's highlighted for Munar. I do not know why, and I do not know how to get rid of it. So it'll stay like that. It will stay like that. Thank you guys for voting, the 3 votes. Alcaraz gets this one, a point. We go to deuce. A point for Munar. We go to deuce. 40 all. 40 all. Chat, 40 all. Alcaraz to serve. Cross court to Munar, who hits it cross court, back to Alcaraz, who hits it cross court. Down the line from Munar, down the line from Alcaraz, cross court. Alcaraz hits this one cross court. Down the line from Alcaraz, Munar hits this one in the net. Advantage Alcaraz. Advantage goes to Carlos, and it is advantage Alcaraz. Here, trying to win his first game of the set. I don't know why it doesn't. Why is it not? There we go, advantage. Advantage Alcaraz. If you guys are watching it on TV, I can't show the game, obviously, in the net. Because if I show this on if I show the game, then I will get my stream taken down. And I'm not trying to get warning from YouTube. Cross court from Alcaraz, down the net. Cross court from Alcaraz. Munar misjudges that one completely. And it's a point for Alcaraz. And it's currently 1 all in the first. It's back to Munar's serve. On 1 all in the first. 9 minutes in and we've played 2 games. It's Alcaraz 1, Munar 1. It is Munar's serve. Thank you guys, 34 subscribers. Thank you guys for the 34 subscribers. Yeah. Cross court from Alcaraz, down the line. Alcaraz hits this one cross court, down the line from Munar. As Alcaraz hits this one cross court, Munar hits it cross court. Back to Alcaraz, hitting it cross court, down the line from Munar. Alcaraz slices this one cross court. Down the line from Alcaraz, cross court from Munar. As Alcaraz hits it cross court. Down the line from Alcaraz, Munar can't get it, and it's love 15. Love 15. Point Alcaraz. Love 15. How many views have we gotten this stream? Ooh, 60. Thank you guys. We're only 10 minutes into the stream. About 20 or so. 30 minutes into the stream. Fine. 30 minutes into the stream, and we already have 60 views. Thank you. Cross court from Munar. What a point that was. An ace for Munar. And it's 15 all. Changed the direction of the game. Munar did. Munar's serving at the moment, by the way. Munar to serve. 1-all in the first. Munar to serve. Cross court in the net. It looked like it was going cross court, but then it hit the net. Second serve for Munar. Second serve. Second serve. Cross court out. And a point for Munar. 30-15. 30-15. Hits this one cross court. Second serve for Munar. Hits in the net. Second serve for Munar. Munar to serve. Oh, in the net. Ooh, double fault. Double fault for Munar. And it is 30-all. And completely changed how Munar was doing. Completely changed the mood here in London. Munar to serve. Hits this one. Ooh, in the net. Ooh. 2 double faults in a row from Munar. I do not know what he's doing. And it's break point Alcaraz to try and get a 2-1 lead going on to his service game. I do not know what's going on for Munar. He had a very strong opening game. He had a very strong start, both of them holding serve. And then in this game, he's just falling apart. In the net again. Man, he's not first. That's 3 second serves in a row. Break point for Alcaraz. He better not hit this one in the net. Ooh, off the top of the net. First serve. No, I guess that's a point for Munar. A point for Alcaraz, actually. And it is currently Alcaraz breaks serve on a very embarrassing game for Munar. And it is Alcaraz who takes the 2-1 lead in the first set. A very embarrassing game for Munar. And hopefully Munar doesn't do this all match, because it's Alcaraz to serve to try and get a 3-1 lead in the first. I do not know what Munar did that game. So yes, it's been a very interesting match. Alcaraz leads 2-1. Alcaraz to serve to try and get it to 3-1 in the first. Yes. So the final will be on Sunday. Do not know who will play in the final. My prediction, it will be Jack Draper versus Alcaraz in the final. That's the 1 versus 2 seed. I think that will probably happen. Jack Draper. No, I actually think that it could be someone else. I honestly don't know. Could be someone else in this match. Could be someone else. Don't know. Don't really know who will make it to the finals. Over in the How Open, Tara Wortman Open, sponsored by Tara Wortman. 2-all in the first. It is 2-all in the first. Lorenzo Sonigo versus the number 2 seed Alexander Zverev. And Sonigo tied it 2-all in the first. Yannick Sinner playing on. Yannick Sinner, the number 1 seed, will play later today against Alexander Bublik at 12, around 12. A point for Alcaraz. 15 love. 15 love. Let's get together and be Alcaraz to serve. Cross court, that is second serve for Alcaraz. Did not get it in the box. If you watch tennis, you know what I'm talking about. But does not get it in the box. Cross court from Alcaraz. Munar gets it back to Alcaraz, who hits it down the line. Munar can't get there. Alcaraz hits it out. It wasn't that he couldn't get there. It's 15-all in the first. Alcaraz, an amazing tennis player from Spain. They're both from Spain, but Alcaraz is he's 22 years old, born in 2003, 5-time Grand Slam champion, winning his most recent Grand Slam at the Roland Garros at the French Open last weekend. Not last weekend, the weekend before last weekend, a week ago at this point. 30-15 Alcaraz. And he is born in Villena, Spain, and turned pro in 2018. Munar, who's 28 years old, has yet to win a Grand Slam title or any major events. Born in Spain, born in Centennial, Spain, which I have no idea where that is, but somewhere in Spain. I always thought Alcaraz was from Madrid. I don't know why. As he goes up 40-15. I don't know why. I just always thought he was from Madrid. I don't know. He is. I thought I heard someone say he was from Madrid one time. I've seen him play in person twice before. Alcaraz gets it down the line. Alcaraz drops shot, gets it in. A point for Alcaraz, and he takes the lead in the first set. 3-1. He broke serve in the last game. He broke Munar's serve in the last game, and Alcaraz wins it on his serve and takes a 3-1 lead in the first, a commanding 3-1 lead in the first for the number 2 tennis player in the world. Former number 1. He is not number 1 at the moment. That title of number 1 goes to Yannick Sinner, even though Alcaraz got a calm 2,000 points for winning the French Open, for winning Roland Garros. He got a calm 2,000 ranking points. Alcaraz gets this one. Drop shot for Munar. Gets it. 15 love. 15 love. So yeah, we have 4 tournaments going on the ATP side. 2 ATP 500 events. 500 events means if you win the tournament, you get 500 ranking points for winning the tournament. We have 2 tournaments going on, the HSBC Championships, which this match is a part of, in London, at the Queen's Club in London, and the Tara Wortman Open, which is sponsored by Tara Wortman, in Halle, in Germany. Halle, Germany. And then we have the Berlin Open, which is a WTA 500 event in Berlin, and the Lexus Nottingham Open in Nottingham in England. That's a 250 event on the WTA side. 30 love for Munar. Haven't really done a lot of commentating, just talking about what's going on in the world of tennis. 40 love for Munar. Yeah, he fell apart getting 3 double faults, I guess. 3 double faults in the first. in his last service game, and is up 40 love in this service game. Who win? I don't know. I don't know who's gonna win. Alcaraz is on top 3-1 at the moment. 3-2 actually, because that was a point from Munar. So that will be, he aced that game. It is currently Alcaraz on top 3-2, going back to his service game. So the rankings show that Jannik Sinner is ahead of Carlos Alcaraz by 2,000 ranking points. So if Jannik Sinner's ahead, he has 10,000 ranking points, as Alcaraz has 8,000 ranking points. Your ranking points get dropped after a year. So let's say you get 500 ranking points on April 23rd. On April 23rd of the following year, you would lose those 500 points. That's how it works. Yeah, so after this, the players will either go to Eastbourne for the Lexus Eastbourne Open, that's a 250 event, or the Mallorca Championships in Mallorca, which is another 250 event. That's if you are not participating in qualifying for Wimbledon, because Wimbledon's coming up in a little bit, and Wimbledon's one of the biggest tennis events in the world, so the oldest tennis event in the world, so a very historical event in London at the All England Club. It's kind of like the Masters, where you have to win Wimbledon to be able to play at Wimbledon. Not play in the tournament, but to be able to, but you get a full membership to the All England Club if you play at Wimbledon. So that's pretty cool stuff. 15 love. Point for Alcaraz, 15 love. 15 love. So that's a point for Alcaraz, 15 love. Alcaraz trying to close out the first set. If he gets this, he'll have a good chance of closing out the first set. A point from Alcaraz, gets that, drop shot. That was the 15 love point, 15 love. Alcaraz serving to try and get it to 4-2 in the first. Whoa. And Tara Wortman, the Tara Wortman Open, 3-0 between Lorenzo Sonigo of Italy and Alexander Zverev, or Sasha Zverev as people call him, from Germany. I've covered Zverev's game last year, 30 love. I've covered Zverev's game last year when he played in the French Open. I did a lot of French Open last year. This is my first non-Grand Slam live watch-along, I guess. Cross-court, Munar gets it. Cross-court from Alcaraz. Down the line from Munar. Alcaraz hits that one back down the line. Cross-court from Munar. Alcaraz gets it. Munar hits it in the net. 40 love. 40 love. 40 love. A point for Munar. No, a point for Alcaraz. Trying to get this to 4-2 in the first. Yes, it's been a very interesting match. Yeah, so vote down below. Voting will end at the end of the first set on who you guys think is going to win. 100% of you guys, all 3 of the people who voted, have voted for Alcaraz to win the match. They're looking at the replay here. I think we're going to a replay review on that point there. No? Okay, we're starting the... I don't think we're going to a review. We're starting the set. The third set. No, not the third set. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? I've been very distracted this live stream today. I don't know why. I've just been very distracted today. Alcaraz gets this one. Cross court. Munar down the line. Down the line from Alcaraz. Cross court. Cross court from Munar. That one is out by Alcaraz. And it is 15-all. And I have to change my score because my score is completely off. 15-all. There we go. There we go. Nice scoreboard. Munar serving. If Alcaraz gets this game, it will be Alcaraz to try and serve up the first set. Cross court from Munar, cross court from Alcaraz, down the line from Munar, cross court from Alcaraz, cross court from Munar, cross court, down the line from Alcaraz. Alcaraz hits it nice down the line. Munar gets it. Alcaraz, Munar drop shot. Alcaraz gets this one. Munar can't get there. 15-30. 15-30 is what we are looking at. 15-30. 15-30. Alcaraz on top in the first set. Cross court, Munar serving. Cross court, Alcaraz gets it. Second serve. That one looked out to me. Second serve for Munar. So, Coco Gauff, who's about to take center court in Berlin in just a moment. I'm not covering that match, but I'll give you live scores as it's cross court for Munar. Alcaraz gets it. Munar gets it. Alcaraz hits that one. Drop shot in the net. 30-all. 30-all. So, Coco Gauff came off Roland Garros title, her second career major championship after winning. I think she won the U.S. Open last year, I think. I don't know why I'm saying I think. I know she won the U.S. Open last. I don't even remember who won the U.S. Open last year. So, Coco won it. Coco won it. But Coco won the French Open on the women's side. That one's out. It is 40-30. 40-30. But Coco winning the Roland Garros, which is what they call it because that's the neighborhood they're in. Roland Garros is actually like their tournament, like the tournament where they play the French Open. Is right next to the it's near the Eiffel Tower actually. It's right near the Eiffel Tower actually. So great views of the Eiffel Tower if you walk outside the grounds. Munar to serve, cross court. Alcaraz gets it down the line in the net from Munar. It is deuce. Deuce. 40-all. Deuce. Deuces. Deuces. Munar to serve. It is deuce currently. Munar to serve. Cross court to Alcaraz. Second serve for Munar. Second serve. Second serve for Munar. Voting will close at the end of the first set, guys, which is just in a little bit. Cross court from Munar. Alcaraz gets it. Down the line. Out. It looked out to me. Advantage Munar. It looked out to me. They called it out, and it's advantage Munar. Munar trying to get a 4-3. He'll still be down if he wins this game. But he's catching up to Alcaraz at this stage in the match, in this first set. Cross court from Munar. Alcaraz gets it. Cross court. Down the line from Munar. Alcaraz gets it. Drop shot. Munar gets it down the line. Alcaraz gets it in time. Can't really get any control of the ball there. And it goes in the net. So that is a point for Munar. Alcaraz still on top 4-3 in the first. Alcaraz still up 4-3 in the first. Yes, 31 minutes in. We are 31 minutes into the first set, and Alcaraz is up 4-3. Alcaraz trying to serve to make it 5-3 in the first, and then possibly has a chance to break serve and win the set. Yeah, well, I'm keeping a close eye on world number 1, world number 2, and world number 3. The top 3 players who are all currently playing in tournaments and are all currently playing today. The top 3 best tennis players in the world. top three tennis players in the world are all playing right now, currently. They're all playing today, at some point today. The number 1 tennis player in the world, Jannik Sinner, will be playing in a little bit. He'll be taking on Jannik Sinner, the world number 1, who will be playing today in the Tara Wortman Open. He is down 5-3 in the first. He will be playing in the Tara Wortman Open against Bublik, against Alexander Bublik, later today. And currently, the world number 2, which we are watching right now, Carlos Alcaraz, up 4-3 against Munar, and Zverev, the number 3 ranked tennis player in the world, taking on Lorenzi Sonigo, and looks like Zverev in hot water as the number 3 tennis player in the world, about to lose the first set in Halle in Germany. Yes, he's about to lose the first set. Thank you for whoever voted. It's currently 100% voting for Alcaraz. In the net from Alcaraz, second serve. Well, that was a... Alcaraz gets this one. Cross court. Munar gets it. Alcaraz gets it cross court. Munar gets it out. It looks out to me. And it looks like it's a point for Alcaraz. So it's 15-love. And everything goes to where it was before. And everything goes to where it was. Alcaraz trying to get a 5-3 lead in the first. But first, he's got to win this game if he wants to get that 5-3 lead. Cross court, ooh, in the net from Alcaraz. Second serve. And you know, I've been keeping up with tennis. I watch tennis every day. That one hits the net. 15-all. 15-all hit the top of the net on second serve. 15-all. But, basically, I've been keeping up with tennis. I have, watched every tournament this year. Alcaraz, Munar has yet to win a tournament this year. What a shocker. But Alcaraz, his last win was back in Roland Garros, and before that, he's won 2 major tournaments in the last, he's won 3 major tournaments. He won the last two ATP 1000 events, winning in Monte Carlo, and winning in Rome before winning in Paris. The triple, he's done here. The last 3 tournaments he competed in, he's won. So, congratulations to him. 15-30. Point for Munar, 15-30. Yes, Munar has yet to win. Alcaraz, the only Spaniard to win on the tour this season. Winning his first tournament in Rotterdam, winning in Rotterdam, Monte Carlo, Rome, and Paris this year. Winning 3 tournaments, and there's a point for Alcaraz. 30-all. Beating Sinner in the finals at both Rome and Paris. Yeah, Roland Garros. At both Rome and Roland Garros, he beat Sinner in the finals. That's in the net from Munar. 40-30. Alcaraz, game point for Alcaraz. So after today, we'll go to Mallorca and Eastbourne. Mallorca in Spain and Eastbourne in England before we go to the All England Club in London for Roland Garros, for Wimbledon. Cross court, ooh, that's not cross court. Second serve for Alcaraz. Down the line, you can't do that. Second serve for Alcaraz. Alcaraz hits this one cross court, back to Munar, down the line from Alcaraz. Cross court from Munar, cross court from Alcaraz, down the line from Munar. Alcaraz hits this one cross court. It looks like it's going out, but it's a point for Alcaraz. It did not go out. A point for Alcaraz, and Alcaraz takes a 5-3 lead. He sounds like, his last name sounds like he'd be a Harry Potter character. I don't know why. His name sounds very like Harry Potter-ish. Munar to serve. Now that's a very Spanish name. Munar to serve. They're both Spaniards. Munar to serve, cross court, down the line from Alcaraz. Cross court from Munar, down the line from Alcaraz, gets this one. It is currently, Munar gets this one. It is currently 15 love. But yes, Alcaraz, you know, had a lot of support compared to, in France compared to at Roland Garros, as that one goes. A point for second serve actually. Alcaraz has had way more attention after winning Roland Garros. A lot of the attention has been put back on him in winning Roland Garros, as that was aced. That did not look good. As a lot of the attention was put back on Alcaraz. All right. Cross court, Alcaraz gets this one. Down, cross court from Munar, down the line from Alcaraz. Down the line from Munar, cross court from Alcaraz. Cross court from Munar as Alcaraz hits this one out. 30 love. Inevitably, no matter if Munar wins this game, which it looks like he will, if Munar wins this game, inevitably, Alcaraz will be serving for the set. Alcaraz, if he wins this game, will win the set, but if he doesn't, he'll be serving for a set. So it's either, which one would you rather like? Lose a set on your serve, or let Alcaraz serve out for the set? Those are the only two options basically he has at this point. Munar hits this one out, 30-15. 30-15. Alcaraz's first points of the game. Of this game, 30-15. Close call as they put it on the video on the big screen, the jumbotron. It's not really a jumbo. They don't really have a jumbotron in tennis. I guess they do. You know what? Yeah, they do. They have the big screen, I call it. The jumbotron's the box. The big screen's the screen. I guess they're both the same thing. Cross court, Alcaraz gets this one. Hit by Munar, who gets it to Alcaraz. Drop shot from Munar. Alcaraz drop shot. Munar can't get there. 30-all. 30-all. Munar can't get there. And Alcaraz has shown some amazing talent and why he is the #2 ranked player in the world. Yeah, why Alcaraz is ranked #2 in the world. Munar to serve. Cross court. Alcaraz gets it. That's an ace. Ace from Munar. Munar to serve. Trying to get a point here to make it 4-5-4. Ace. Ooh, what an ace. Ooh, no, that was out. My bad. If you hit it at the edge of the box like that, like Munar just did, it's kind of hard to see. Ooh, 148 views. Been gaining views these last couple streams. Ace from Munar. Point for Munar, and it is currently 5-4 in favor of Alcaraz. Alcaraz will be serving for the match, not the match, the set. Will be serving to win the first set. We are currently 41 minutes in here in the Andy Murry Arena, just recently named after tennis legend Andy Murray, who, if you guys were going to build a top 4, according to, what's his name? That old guy. I forgot his name. That old guy who does the tennis commentary. I'm not going to call him that old guy because I think I offended a whole generation of tennis fans by calling him old guy. People are saying the top 4 best tennis players of that generation was Djokovic, Andy Murray, Nadal, and Federer. People are saying that's the top 4 of that generation. I don't know if you could put Andy Murray in there, but Andy Murray got a tennis court named after him. So, he had a whole stadium named after him. They renamed this court to Andy Murray Arena in honor of Andy Murray, who just retired from tennis last season. He was the best British tennis player that I've seen in a while. Alcaraz to serve for the set. To serve for the first set. 42 minutes in. That's the match duration thus far at the Queen Club in London. Home to the HSBC Championships. Sponsored. I am not sponsored. The tournament is sponsored by HSBC. Not me. If they want to sponsor me, I know they're a big enough company. I know they got lots of money in them. Sponsoring a whole tennis tournament. So I know they got money to sponsor me. So. Alcaraz gets this one. Cross court drop shot from Munar. Alcaraz gets it. Ooh, Munar can't get there. Munar can't get there. 15 love. 15 love. Munar can't get there. Alcaraz said, no way. And a point for Alcaraz. Alcaraz said, no way you're getting that. And Alcaraz gets the point. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Alcaraz to serve. Cross court. Munar gets it. That one, it looks like it's heading out, and it gets out. 30 love. 30 love. 30 love. 2 points away from serving for the set. From 2 points away from winning the set. Yeah, it's less painful to lose the set on the opponent's service game than to lose it on your own service game. That one in the net, second serve for Alcaraz. It's more painful that way to lose it on your own serve than to lose it on your player's, other team's opponent's serve. Gets it. Ooh, that's out. That's out. Set point. Set point for Alcaraz. 40 love. Set point for Alcaraz. Set point for Alcaraz. It is set point. Alcaraz serving for the set. At set point. At set point. That one is cross court. Alcaraz will get another serve. Second serve for Alcaraz. Alcaraz to serve. Gets this one. Munar gets it. I think that was double fault. No. Alcaraz to serve. Alcaraz gets this one. Cross court. Munar gets it. Cross court from Alcaraz in the net. Ooh. 40-15. Set point number 2. 40-15. It is set point number 2 for Alcaraz. Set point number 2 for Alcaraz. Set point number 2. For Alcaraz. Set point number 2 for Alcaraz. Alcaraz gets this point. Cross court. In the net for Munar. And Alcaraz gets it. And Alcaraz wins. Alcaraz wins it on serve. He takes the win in the first set, 6-4. As we head to the second set. Alcaraz takes a 1-0 lead. 46 minutes. 46-minute first set. Alcaraz has had 15 winners in total that set. 13 unforced errors from Alcaraz. 13 unforced errors in total. Alcaraz, 92% of his first serves were won, as opposed to Munar's 63% first serves in. 63% first serves win. Don't let me forget that for Munar. 46% first serve in for Alcaraz. And a 46-minute long first set gives Alcaraz a 6-3 lead going into the second. And Alcaraz won the voting. Four people. I don't know if she's still in the chat. I don't know if she's still watching. But four people have voted for Alcaraz. Alcaraz, the clear favorite to win after winning the first set 6 games to 4. Talk to the hand. Talk to the hand. Talk to... Munar to serve to start off the second set. Munar starting the second set. Munar to serve. That one's in. Alcaraz gets it. Second serve. I think that's second serve for Munar. Second serve for Munar. Cross court from Alcaraz. Munar gets it down the line. Gets the point. 15 love. 15 love. 15 love. 15 love. What a point for Munar. Munar serving to start off the second set. In a tough first set. Easy first set for Alcaraz, I guess. The world number 2. The top 3 players all playing today. What? Huh? The top 3 players all playing today. The number 3 player in the world, Alexander Zverev, lost in the first set, so that was kind of disappointing for him. That one's out, way out from Munar, 15-30. But the thing is, Jannik Sinner plays later today. Alcaraz playing. This is a great day of tennis because all the top three out of the top 5 players are playing today. So 3 of the top 5 players are all playing today on the men's side, not the women's side. Alcaraz gets this one. 30 all. 30 all. 30 all. 2 of the top 3 players are playing in the Tara Wortman Open, sponsored by Tara Wortman. I have no idea what company that is, but they decided to sponsor a tennis tournament. Never heard of that company till today. That one is a point for Munar, 40-30. And the HSBC Championships, which is the tournament we're watching at the Queen's Club in London, which is not the All England Club in Wimbledon. In the net from Munar, second serve. Second serve from Munar. And yeah, the crowd loving it in London, watching Alcaraz play. That one is Alcaraz gets it cross court. Munar down the line. Alcaraz down the line. Alcaraz gets it. Deuce. Deuce. Yeah, this this stadium, recently named after Andy Murray, who got his name. Now it's called the Andy Murray Arena. after getting this center court at the Queen's Club named after him. So good for him. Good for him, a tennis legend. That one is out. It is advantage Munar. As Munar talking to the umpire, I can't really tell what he's saying. Talking about that last point, even though he won it. I don't know what is there to talk about because he won that point. I don't know what he could possibly be talking about. I don't know. Munar to serve to try and get a 1-0 lead in the first. Gets this one. Second serve for Munar. Second serve for Munar. Gets this one into the forehand of Alcaraz. Hits that one down the line. The forehand of Alcaraz cross court. Cross down the line from the forehand of Alcaraz. And a point, and it goes back to deuce. Goes back to deuce. What a strong forehand Alcaraz has. Transitioning to the forehand on that one. Hits it down the line on the forehand. And Munar just stands there. Like, he doesn't really go for it. He just stood there. Watched the ball fly past. Cross court from Munar into the forehand of Alcaraz. That one's in the net from Munar. Advantage Munar. Ooh, I think that may have been out. I'm not. I thought that was Alcaraz's point. I'm not the lines person. The judge of that. Munar to serve. Gets this one into the forehand of Alcaraz in the net. Second serve for Munar. Second serve for Munar. Hits this one. Alcaraz gets into the forehand. Cross court from Munar. Alcaraz can't get there. 1-0 in the first set. 1-0 in the second set. Gosh. 1-0 in the second set. What a point from Munar to take a 1-0 lead in the second. Set 2, the second set has only been, that game was 8 minutes long. It was an 8-minute game. 8-minute service game for Munar, as Alcaraz will get his hand at serving in the second set. Yeah, everywhere you are in London, in England, tennis is always, they're always showing up in their white shirts. No matter if you're at the Queen's Club or at the All England Club, no matter where you are in London, it's always going to be white shirts. It's not a requirement, but they're all wearing white. Most of them are wearing white. Alcaraz to serve. In the net, second serve from Alcaraz. They switched sides. They switched sides of the court, by the way. Alcaraz hits this one cross court, down the line from Munar. Alcaraz gets a drop shot from Munar, but in the net. Can't really get the drop shot there. In the net, 15-love. 15-love. 15-love from Munar here. Alcaraz to serve. Cross court, that looked out to me. Second serve for Munar. That one goes to the forehand of Alcaraz in the net from Munar. 30-love. 30-love. Alcaraz to serve. That one is hit by the backhand of Munar. Alcaraz gets it to the forehand of Munar. hits that one in the net. 40 love. 40 love. Alcaraz trying to tie it up at 1 in the second. Yeah, I think this is going to be a clean 2-set match. I don't really see a third set if we need one. But Alcaraz, you know, had his match canceled as that one's out. Second serve for Alcaraz. He had his first, in the first round, he was supposed to play, that one is out in the net from Munar. Point for Alcaraz. 1-all in the first. 1-all in the second. 1-all in the second. Alcaraz was supposed to play Alejandro Davidovich Fokina in the first round, in the round of 32, but that match got canceled, and instead had to play a 2-set match against Adam Walton. 6-4, 7-6. So that's how we got here. This is the round of 16, by the way, so trying to book a spot in the quarterfinals. That one is out. Second serve from Munar. Actually, that was an ace. My bad. Bad judgment. That looked clearly out, but what do I know? Munar gets this one. Cross court, Alcaraz gets it. Cross court to the backhand of Munar, hits it down the line. And a point for Munar, 30 love. There we go. Munar starting to show that he can handle playing the number 2 player in the world. He's proving himself in this second set after that embarrassing first set, where in one game, I don't remember specifically which game it was in the first set, but it was like really bad because he got 3 double faults in a row, Munar, and Alcaraz won the game on his serve, on Munar's serve. Broke serve after getting 3 double faults in a row, giving Alcaraz the game. Not the best look for himself, but proving himself in the second set. About to go up 2-0. That one is going in the net. Second serve for Munar. Munar versus Alcaraz. Munar is the number 58 player in the world, 28 years old, 6 foot. A tall one there. As Munar gets it to the forehand of Alcaraz, Alcaraz gets it in the net from Munar. 40-15. 40-15. In the head-to-head, this is the third time they played each other. Third time they played each other, with Alcaraz leading the series 2-1. The fourth game they're playing against each other, actually. Fourth match they're playing against each other in the history. That one goes to Munar, hits it down the line. Alcaraz gets it, cross court. Down the line from Alcaraz, he gets it. 40-15, 40-30. 40-30. 40-30. Munar to serve. Cross court, Alcaraz gets it to Munar, hits it. Ooh, hits the net. Deuce. Deuce. He was up 40 love. Alcaraz comes back to bring it to deuce. Munar serving to try and make it a 2-1 game in the first, 2-1 match in the first. Munar serves, hits the net, second serve. Hits the top of the net, second serve. No, first serve. First serve, I meant. Alcaraz trying to get a 2-1 lead in the second, as he is trying to Break serve. Break Munar's serve. Cross court, that one goes to Alcaraz, who hits it down the line for Munar. Advantage Munar. Advantage Munar. Advantage Munar. Huh? Why? Where are we going? Oh boy, you're, okay, let me just,
I connected to your thing.
yes, let me just, there we go. That's fine. No, disconnect. 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 Let me just click disconnect. Yeah. Well, sorry, I'm a little bit disorganized today. It's currently currently a 2-1 lead, a point for Munar. 2-1 in the first, 2-1 in the second, actually. 2-1 in the second. As it will be Alcaraz to serve to try and make it 2-all in the second. 194 views. Thank you for the 194 views.
Hey. You outside?
Alcaraz to serve. Try and get a 2-all game in the first, in the second, actually. Trying to make it 2-all in the second. Try and get a comeback in the second. 17-minute second set. -17-minute second set so far. We played 3 games in the second set. 17 minutes in total. Alcaraz to serve, hits this one cross court in from Munar. It is second serve for Alcaraz. Cross courts, Alcaraz gets it. 15 love Munar. Love 15, love 15, love 15. Disregard that. Love 15. Love 15. Down the line, Munar gets it to Alcaraz, who hits it cross court. Munar gets it into, down the line, point for Alcaraz. 15 all. 15 all. 15 all. Cross court, Munar gets it. Second serve for Alcaraz.
So we could do it tomorrow. I think that we can like
30-15, 30-15, 30-15. Or Alcaraz. Yeah, Alcaraz had a strong first set, winning 6 games to 2. No, 6 games to 4, sorry. 6 games to 4. Alcaraz, hits it off the top of the net. Second serve for Alcaraz. 2 Spaniards, Munar and Alcaraz. Cross court in the net from Munar, 30 all. 30 all. Alcaraz wearing the same exact outfit he wore at the French Open finals, or the Roland Garros finals, as they call it in. They get mad when the Americans call it Roland Garros, French Open. My bad. Most viewed stream. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for making this the most viewed stream I've ever done. Thank you guys. 202 views on the stream, making this the second most viewed stream I've ever done. Alcaraz gets this one cross court. Point for Alcaraz as he wins the second. As he wins it, it'll be 2-all in the second. 2-all in the second. Munar to serve. 21 minutes into the second set. Yeah, Alcaraz. Someone needs to get a break to really break the set wide open. If a break will really break the set wide open. Munar to serve. We will be streaming the Club World Cup next week, so that will be fun. Hopefully. Ooh, off the top of the net, second. Ooh, that tough one. Love 15. Love 15. Love 15. Tough one. Munar to serve. Should be doing a stream on Tuesday, Wednesday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I don't know. Cross court, Alcaraz gets it. Cross court for Munar. Alcaraz down the line in the net. 15-all. 15-all. Uh-oh, 15-all. Ooh, that one's out. Clear out. Clear out. Second serve for Munar. Can we get this to 230 views? Smashing. We're about to smash the record that I set for most views in the live. My record, my personal record. Alcaraz gets this one. Munar down the line to Alcaraz's backhand. Munar slices this one. Alcaraz gets it in the forehand, but ends up in the net. 30-15. 30-15. Um, 206 views. We are just 9 views away from tying the record. That one's in the net. Point for Munar, 40-15. Trying to get a 3-2 lead in the first, in the second. 3-2 lead in the second. Munar trying to get a 3-2 lead in the second. Alcaraz gets this one. Munar cross court. Alcaraz down the line. Munar cross courts this one. Back to Alcaraz. Cross court battle. Munar gets it. Alcaraz drop shot. Munar gets it. Alcaraz drop shots. They're looking at the umpire to see what the decision was. What a drop shot from Alcaraz. Munar gets it. And Alcaraz just hits that one 40-30. 40-30. 40-30. A point for Alcaraz, 40 all. Deuce. Deuce. Munar to serve, cross court, Alcaraz gets it, second serve. Second serve for Munar. A point for, as Munar serving, no point. Another 2 points. Hits that one from Alcaraz. Munar gets it down the line. A point for Munar. Advantage Munar. Trying to get to a 3-2 lead in the second. Cross court, ooh, that was an ace right there, but it goes out. That would have been a good point if it got in. But it wasn't. So Munar will try it again. Ooh, in the net, ooh. Back to deuce. Back to deuce. Cross court, Alcaraz can't get it. Advantage Munar. Advantage goes back to Munar. Alcaraz will be on serve to try and make it 3-0 if Munar gets this point. Munar in the net, second serve. Second serve. Second serve from Munar. Hits that one to Alcaraz, who hits it out. Point for Munar, and he takes a 3-2 lead in the first. A 3-2 lead for Munar in the second. Not first, second. As Munar takes a lead in the second set, 3-2. On the other match going on in Halle in Germany, another ATP 500 event. Another ATP 500 event, as Zverev's about to win the second set. Lorenzo Sonigo won the first set 6-3. Zverev is up in the second set, 5-4 in that match. So it could be 5-all, because Lorenzo Sonigo is serving in that match. Alcaraz serving to try and make it 3-all in the first, in the second. They're taking a little break before getting back out on court, seems like. Very hot day in London. The temperature in London right now. Whoops. Let me go to the map. The temperature in London. In London, England. It's 87 degrees. An 87 degrees match. Very warm match. That's why they have the towels. You could see like he was patting his face with the towel, rubbing it on himself, on his head. Alcaraz to serve. I don't cross court. Alcaraz gets it to Munar. Alcaraz gets this one. Ooh, down the line. A point for Munar, 15. But this court is completely outdoors. No roof, no nothing. In 87-degree weather. So I do not know how they haven't stopped this match or take a break or something. Or like, huh? Yeah, but 87 degrees is warm. Oh well. If it's 100 degrees, they would. Yeah, they would. They would put the roof on. True. Alcaraz gets this one cross court. Hits that one down the line. Munar gets it. Alcaraz down the line. Munar hits it forehand. Alcaraz slams this one. A point for Alcaraz, and it's 30-15. Alcaraz getting back into the groove after losing the last game, even though it wasn't on his serve. He's back on his serve. No one has yet to break in the second. We have yet to have a break point in the second. We have yet to have a break in the second. We did in the first, obviously, but in the second set, we have yet to break serve in the second. Alcaraz gets this one. Back in the net from Alcaraz. Ooh, 30-all. This is the second week of grass court season. Week 2 of the grass court season, which is the smallest season out of every tournament, out of every surface they play on. They play on grass the least. Because there's like 5 tournaments that have grass courts on the ATP side. That's a point for Alcaraz, 40-30. Yeah, because then there's next week, which is week 3, and then we have Wimbledon, and that's the end of the grass court season. So we have next week, Wimbledon, and we go to North America. We go to like Cincinnati and those places. Alcaraz gets this one. Munar down the line. Alcaraz gets it. Down the line from Munar. Alcaraz down the line. In the net from Alcaraz. Deuce. Yeah, we go to like Canada. We do Toronto and Montreal, and then we do like DC, and then we go to Cincinnati before the U.S. Open. I know Cincinnati's before the U.S. Open. Cincinnati was a great tournament to watch last year. A lot of good players, and a lot of good fans in Cincinnati. Cross court to Munar. Alcaraz gets this one. Munar gets it in the net from Alcaraz. Advantage Munar. To try and get break point in the second. Yeah, Munar trying to get back on his serve. If he does win this point, and he does break Alcaraz's serve, because it's break point for Munar at the moment. If he does get this game, he'll be up 4-2, with a chance to be up 5-2 if he wins his service game. In the net from Alcaraz, second serve. Alcaraz gets this one. Back to Munar. Down the line. Alcaraz gets this one cross court. Munar slams it. Alcaraz gets it back. Down the line. Out from Munar. Back to deuce. Back to deuce. Back to deuce. Alcaraz to serve, cross court, out. Second serve for Alcaraz. Second serve for Alcaraz. Alcaraz hits this one cross court back to Munar. Alcaraz gets it cross court. Munar gets it. Alcaraz smash. Munar returns. Alcaraz smash again. Ooh, hits the net. Advantage Munar. Break point number 2 for Munar. Break point for Munar. Ooh, off the top of the net, first serve. Cross court, Munar gets it into the backhand of Alcaraz. Forehand from Munar into the forehand of Alcaraz. Down the line, forehand from Alcaraz into the backhand of Munar. Smashes it down the line, but out. Back to deuce. Back to deuce. A very long game. A very long game indeed. In the net, second serve for Alcaraz. Second serve. Cross court back to Munar down the line. Alcaraz gets this one. Cross court from Munar. Alcaraz gets it. Very strong forehand from Alcaraz. Munar gets it to the backhand. Forehand of Alcaraz to the forehand of Munar. Alcaraz gets it in the air, and it's advantage Munar. Break point number 3, I think that is. Break point number 3. Advantage Munar. Advantage Munar. Break point number 3 for Munar here today. Alcaraz to serve. Alcaraz hits this one into the forehand of Munar. That one is out. Back to deuce. Back to deuce. This game is going to take forever. I do not know how long we've been playing this game for. But it's going to take forever. And that one is into the hands of Munar. Hits that one in the net. Advantage Alcaraz. Advantage Alcaraz for the first time in a long time. Advantage for Alcaraz. Advantage for Alcaraz. For the first time in a long time. Advantage Alcaraz. Hits this one to Munar. Alcaraz gets it. Back to Munar. Off the top of the net. Alcaraz gets it. Back to Munar. Hits it out. Alcaraz. 3-all in the first. 3-all in the second, actually. 3-all in the second. Alcaraz, of course, won the first set 6-3, 6-4, 3-all in the second. 3-all in the second. Alcaraz to serve. Munar to serve. Hits this one into the forehand of Alcaraz. Back to Munar. Cross court. Point for Munar. 15 love. A very long game that was indeed. Another point for Munar, 30 love. 30 love, I don't even see it. Munar hits this one cross court back to Alcaraz. Ooh, another ace. 40 love. 40 love. Munar trying to get this second set wrapped up. As Munar gets this one, cross court back to Alcaraz. Alcaraz gets this one to Munar, who hits this one. 40-15. 40-15. Munar hits this one cross court back to Alcaraz. Looked like it was out. Munar gets it. It's out, and it's a point for Munar. And it's currently 4-3 Munar in the second. 4-3 Munar in the second. 43. We're close to the 45-minute mark. 43 minutes down in the second set. Alcaraz refilling his water bottle, so this might take a minute. I mean, it is 87 degrees, the match temperature right now in London, 87 degrees. So of course he needs to refill his water bottle. So that may take some extra time, refilling his water bottle. Hopefully it's ice cold water for Alcaraz, who's been ice cold this second set. Alcaraz to serve to try and make it 4-all in the second, and maybe a possible comeback in the second is possible to win the match for Alcaraz. It's been a long second set. We've been 45 minutes into the second set. We just had a little break there for Alcaraz to refill his water bottle. Alcaraz hits this one cross court back to Munar. Alcaraz gets it down the line. His point, 15 love. Alcaraz to serve. Second serve. Alcaraz gets this one in the net. In the net, 30 love. 30 love Alcaraz. In the net from Munar. Actually, 30 love Alcaraz. Alcaraz trying to get a 4-all in the second. And then maybe a break point in a match and serving for the match is possible. Alcaraz hits this one cross court back to Munar. Alcaraz gets it. No. Second serve for Alcaraz. Alcaraz gets this one cross court back to Munar. Alcaraz gets it down the line, out. 30-15. 30-15. It might seem like Alcaraz has a chance to win the match here, because if he gets this game, he could get a break point on. He could break Munar's serve, and win a game on Munar's serve. Then it will be back to Alcaraz to win the match. But actually, it's gonna be a very long. It's gonna be a long time before we see that happen. Alcaraz gets in the net from Munar. 40-15. 40-15. If Alcaraz gets this point, we'll tie the second set up at 4. 4-all in the second is what we are about to see here. Alcaraz gets it to Munar. Alcaraz, in the net from Munar. That might have been the biggest mistake of the match for Munar. And it's 4-all in the second. Might have been the biggest mistake of the match for Munar. 4-all in the second. Alcaraz trying to break Munar's serve to make it 5-4. He could serve for the match any moment in time. Alcaraz gets this one, a point for Munar, 15-love. Yeah, it looks like I'm cheering for Alcaraz when I'm really not. Thank you guys, 268 of you guys, for viewing the stream at least. Broke the record by a lot. Broke my record by a lot. That one back to Alcaraz. Munar gets it. Drop shot. Alcaraz gets it. Munar can't get there in time. 15-all. 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 We'll do a quick match recap at the end before this match is over. When this match is over. Oh my gosh. Munar to serve. Out. Ooh, that was an ace or out. Second serve from Munar. Second serve up coming for Munar. Here comes Alcaraz in the net from Alcaraz. 30-15. 30-15. No one has yet to break serve this set. This set. Not this match, this set. As it's currently 30-15 Munar. Munar. Alcaraz trying, Munar trying to get this one. Alcaraz gets in the net. 30-all. Yes. If Alcaraz gets this game, if he breaks serve, he'll be serving for the match, is what we are witnessing. If he doesn't, we could go on for hours. But I don't know. That one is Alcaraz. Munar gets, in the net. Break point for Alcaraz. The point that can send him to serve for the match. break point, the first break point of the set, not first break point of the set, but first time we could actually see someone break. We saw someone try and break. We saw Munar try and break earlier in the set. Here comes Munar. Oh, Alcaraz can't get that one. It is deuce. The crowd goes, which literally is what's happening here. 5 concurrent viewers. Thank you. Oh, and my stream is lagging. Oh, lovely. Munar to serve. Not my stream, the stream I'm watching. In the net from Munar, second serve. Alcaraz looking to break serve to try and make it 5-4 and serve for the match. That's the talking point at the moment. Alcaraz gets it. Back to Munar. Out. Break point Alcaraz. Break point number 2 this game for Alcaraz. To try and serve for the match. Alcaraz at advantage right now. Someone wearing an LA Rams hat. Very in London. He could serve for him. He's at break point, and if he gets this point, he'll serve for the match. Yes. Correct. A point. Oh, back to deuce. Okay. Womp womp. Alcaraz 2 points away from serving for the match. If this game could take any longer. That one's in the net. Second serve for Alcaraz. No, Munar actually. Alcaraz trying to get a third break point here in this game. He had a chance to break at 40-30, had a chance to break again at advantage, when he had the advantage. Alcaraz, Munar gets it. Alcaraz, Munar can't get there. Advantage Alcaraz. Break point number 3 for Alcaraz. Oh boy. Alcaraz has had so many chances this game to break serve, and then it will be his service game, serving for the match. He could possibly. But we'll see how things go there. And we are looking at Munar's complaining right now to the umpire. I don't know what he's complaining about, but something silly. Complaining to the umpire. Always something to complain about to the chair umpire. Always something to complain about. As Alcaraz just stands there patiently waiting. Advantage breakpoint Alcaraz. Here, breakpoint number 3 for Alcaraz. There we go. Alcaraz gets it in. That one is going. Alcaraz back, leaning back, gets it from Alcaraz. Alcaraz down the line. Gets it down the line. Out. Back to deuce. Back to deuce. Back to deuce. A very long service game. Whenever we get to deuce, it's always going to be a long service game, in general. We saw that earlier, and we're seeing that right now. So, Munar gets it. Alcaraz to Munar. Alcaraz down the line in the net. Break point for advantage Munar for the first time this game. Advantage Munar to try and make it 5-4 in the second. to try and take the lead in the second 5-4. Yeah, if Munar breaks serve, I think we're going to go to, it's going to most likely have to be a tiebreaker. In the net second serve. If Munar gets this point, it will be 5-4, and most likely we'll be having a tiebreaker, the way this set has been going. Alcaraz gets it, back to Munar. Alcaraz down the line. Munar gets it, down the line from Alcaraz. Munar gets it, down the line from Alcaraz. In the net, back to deuce. Back to deuce. Alcaraz gets it. Munar. Ooh, looks like break point for advantage Munar. Munar to serve. At deuce here. Gets this point. Alcaraz has it. Munar to Alcaraz, who hits it. Alcaraz gets it. Munar down the line from Munar. Alcaraz has it in the net. Ooh, advantage Munar. Advantage Munar. Advantage Munar. I think Alcaraz will eventually win, but it's a matter of if he'll do it this set or next set. Alcaraz gets it. Back to Munar, who smashes it down the line. The game is over, and Munar takes a 5-4 lead in the second. Really changed the narrative right there. Goodbye. I didn't.